Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you struggle because suddenly someone asks you a question in English and you need to respond on the spot? No time to prep, no time to sometimes even think through the response, and on the spot you need to respond to this query. I will help you with a magic framework. There is a solution to this problem, and this lesson is all about it. So, watch the full video for the solution. In today's lesson, it's all about how to speak spontaneously in English without really feeling uncomfortable or at a loss of words, or for that matter, jittery about your thoughts. Sometimes we hesitate when people spontaneously ask us something. Many of our students in our program have mentioned this problem to us. It's not difficult at all. We need something to fall back on in such situations. And today I'm going to help you with exactly that framework, that solution, that pattern of response, which you can fall back on whenever someone suddenly asks you a question in English. Okay, so before we get into the framework, I would like to spend 2 minutes to help you understand why this happens. Often we are not active communicators in a particular language, and that's why we are not very confident in that language. So, the long term solution to this problem is nothing but speech practice. If you practice actively in a particular language, if you're conversant, if you're confident, that's the only technique to develop, lack of hesitation or confidence in speaking. So make sure that you spend at least an hour, this is bare minimum, in your social circles, in your environment, in your office space, even on your own independently, that you speak in English, okay, and try to overcome the basic limitations like lack of confidence. So long-term solution definitely, is active engagement in the language on a daily basis, so that when suddenly someone speaks, you don't feel like you're not comfortable in the language. You've been doing it daily, so it becomes a cakewalk. However, today what we are focusing on is a short-term solution, an immediate solution to the problem. So what is the solution? It's this magic framework that I'm going to help you with whenever someone speaks to you spontaneously in English. Now, let's understand some scenarios and how this works in different scenarios. Let's take the first scenario. It's a meeting that's going on in office and your team is present in full strength. Probably certain managers from other teams, your own manager, everyone is there in the room. Okay? Someone asks you a pointed question. Arjun, what is your view on this subject? Okay, so there is a discussion going on, everyone's deeply engaged in conversation, and someone asked you a question. What's your view on this subject? Now, being Arjun, and if you are hesitant in speaking in the language, you will probably, not be able to quickly think of what your view is. Okay, but if you want to rely on this framework, it will, work out beautifully for you. Now, the magic framework which I'm talking about has 4 parts to it. Okay. The first part is the introduction. Okay. Part 2 is the facts which you would like to table. Okay. For discussion. Part 3 is opinion. Okay. What you feel about the subject. Okay. And part 4 is the conclusion, which means how does it all come to a conclusion or a finalization. Okay, so these are the 4 parts. Now, in this scenario which I just explained, it was about seeking your opinion on the subject, right? So instead of straight jumping to according to me, which was the third part in our framework, or in my view, these are some, lines we use, or for that matter, we straight away give our opinion, I feel. Now that doesn't make for an effective communicator. You have to do some context setting. Okay. So let's understand the different parts at length. Okay. And then we will understand how you can apply it to this framework. Now, the first part is the introduction. Use some magic lines to set context. These phrases are very simple to remember. Like in this case, if the discussion was about how to handle a difficult customer, okay, and your opinion was asked for suddenly in the meeting room, you can say, at the outset in our discussion so far, we have understood that the customer has 1, 2, 3, 4 problems. Okay. And let me, part number 2, the facts of the case. Now we are getting into the second segment, the facts of the case. Let me, just list out my understanding of whatever the challenges are pertaining to this particular customer. Okay, and then you can mention some of the challenges which you gathered from the discussion. Okay, since sir you sought my opinion, so now you're going to the third third point. Since sir you sought my opinion on the subject, okay, I would like to opine that taking the bull by the horns, which means dealing with the problem immediately, is the only way to tackle this customer, because the problem is spiraling out of control, and very soon the matter will get escalated right up to the senior management, the top management. So to avoid this, we have to immediately act and take the bull by the horns. And finally, the last segment, the crux or the conclusion segment. Okay, you can say that to sum it up, I feel that we should schedule a call immediately so that we can act on this problem on an immediate basis. So how beautifully you structured your thoughts. In the intro, by using the line at the outset, you set context. Okay, you mentioned that you are in complete understanding of what is being discussed. In the facts, you tabled whatever facts you found were relevant, or you gathered, or you understood. You're nowhere claiming that it's all the facts, but you're definitely saying what you understood. Then the third element was your opinion. You gave a very definite solution based on the introduction or the problem statement. Okay. You then went on to explain the facts, and the third element was your opinion. You used an impressive line, I would like to opine that, and you gave your opinion. And finally, you concluded using, the crux of the discussion, and a definite actionable was mentioned where you said, let's organize the call. So you see how beautifully you have, mentioned your understanding of the situation and given a solution when you were put on the spot. Okay. Now, as far as this magic framework of introduction, facts, opinion, and conclusion is concerned, this framework, demands certain lines to be used so that you can remember that you've transitioned from one part of the framework to another. For example, at the outset, which we used in the introduction, can also be stated as first and foremost, firstly, let's begin with, and then you say the problem statement. Or if you're going to give a presentation on a topic, you can mention the topic of presentation. Or if it's a discussion where you're leading the call, you can mention the topic of discussion. Okay, so firstly, first and foremost, let's begin with, at the outset. These are the lines you can use in the introduction. Follow it up with the facts. When you're getting into the facts, you can say, let's get into specifics. Or you can say, let's slice and dice this further. Okay, let me, share my understanding on the subject. Okay, or you can say, let's delve into this deeper. If you are making a presentation and you're going to get into details or facts, you can say, let's delve into this deeper. Okay, or you can also say something like, let's peel the onion, which means you're getting into the layers of the topic. So there can be several lines which you could use, which helps you then talk about the facts depending upon the subject or the topic. Next, let's move into opinion zone. Okay, when you're going to give your opinion, you can say, I would like to opine, to my mind, my take on this subject. Okay, the key takeaway for me was, okay, or if you ask me, or for that matter, my perspective on this subject is, okay, so all these are opinion, the phrases for opinion. And finally, you have the conclusion. Conclusion is the summary of it all. You can say to sum it up or to conclude, or for that matter, you can say the crux of the discussion, the gist of the discussion, the essence of this issue or this matter at hand, okay? Or you could say you can even say in a nutshell, or to summarize, to sum it up, some beautiful lines to indicate that you're about to conclude. You can even say something like all in all, okay, which means saransh, all in all, summary, okay? So these are the patterns of statements I would recommend segment wise of the 4 parts of the magic framework, okay? Now think about this. I mentioned that the applicability is very high, okay? If you apply this in the professional space, I gave you the example of a meeting, okay? If you are going to do a presentation, okay, again, you can break it down into the magic framework. The topic of your presentation is the introduction. Use the lines at the outset. First and foremost, firstly, let's begin with, let's kickstart, okay? Part 2 is getting into specifics or details, which means you're going to talk about the facts, okay? So, let's slice and dice. Let's get into the details or specifics. The premise of this discussion, premise means aadhar, ya basis, okay? So many lines you could use to explain the facts. Then give your opinion, and finally the conclusion, okay? So even in a presentation, it works brilliantly. Sometimes you could skip one element of the framework if you feel that, it's not relevant to the matter. If your opinion does not really count in a presentation, so you could probably skip that. You're just talking about facts and you could just move on to conclusion. But if you feel that every element is relevant, then use every element, okay, effectively. And let's take a personal scenario, okay? If it is a scenario of, say, you're meeting your social circle and there is a news, which is viral and probably everyone's talking about it, and you want to give your opinion on that particular news, which you have watched as well. There too, this framework works brilliantly, okay? Think about it, right? You can talk about the title of the news piece, move on to the facts of the news piece, your opinion, and finally the conclusion. Okay. Also, if you take the case of, a call you're leading and there is a group of people attending the call, since you're the person leading the call, you're expected to put the facts down first. Okay. So follow the framework in this scenario as well. All in all, I would say that this framework works brilliantly and definitely is an intermediate solution for, someone who's struggling when someone suddenly asks a question, and you're expected to speak spontaneously. However, the long-term solution remains that you have to look for an environment where you can practice and you can apply all the elements which you're picking up from the practice sessions. Okay, the only solution is practice, speak, and overcome the challenges of language through daily effort. That's the long-term solution. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you will fall back on this framework as a magic framework to magically, wish away all your communication problems. And yes, happy learning at English Excellence with Chaya.